Okay, so this is was Ted Karber's the playwright. This is a revised version of this play. It was if you got a hold of the script, you could see the the initial staging credits. So I'll read the stage directions, and then I will read Rubelee, and hopefully that will be all we need. Anyway. All right, so this takes place in the comfortable living room of Opal's home in Parnassus on the coastal bend or Gulf Coast of Texas. The time is autumn in the early 1990s. The action is continuous, and the pace, I believe, should be pretty quick. The room is empty. The drapes at right are drawn against the late afternoon sun. After a moment, we hear Opal's voice from the bedroom. First a moan, then excited mutterings growing into passion. I did warn you.
You did. Yes, baby. Yes, there, Big Papa. There, big Papa. That's the spot. That's your little girl's magic button. That's it. There. That's the magic button, Papa. There. Damn it, there.
Opal finally loses the ability for articulate speech and descends into screams and grunts of orgasmic passion. Silence. Several moments later, Opal enters via the hallway. Her hair is messy from her sporting. She wears a tacky silk robe.
You were a bona fide tiger, Butter. A bona fide tiger with a big tail. You want some coffee, Butter? Maybe some ice cream, Papa?
There's a masculine mumble from the bedroom. Opal crosses into the kitchen.
Maybe you want a drink.
Another masculine mumble.
You want a drink, Papa? Whiskey on the rocks, or maybe a Cuba Libre?
She giggles, busies herself in the kitchen.
I got me some limes. We can make a Cuba Libre. I got some avocados, too. I can make some guacamole. We can have us a little Mexican fiesta. Cuba Libres, guacamole with fritos. What you think, Butter?
Another louder masculine noise. She's preparing food, drinks, etc.
I have the girls coming over later to get dressed for the VACA coalition. We're dressing here and then heading over to the armory for the dance. We've got plenty of time to have some guacamole and a drinky poo, a toddy for the body, and a little more sugar.
She giggles.
And Gimpy won't be home till late. Maybe not till after the coalition. Maybe not till tomorrow if he stops off to see his mama in Taft.
It's a cotillion, Meg.
Oh, cotillion, sorry. That's a word that makes sense.
Go ahead.
I'll ask you, what is the use of having a husband if you don't ever see a man?
Works in the kitchen, calls out.
Those avocados were pretty at Biggie's yesterday. I bought half a dozen. Can you believe it? I just hope they don't go all black on me before I can use them. They had pretty pineapples. I got me a pineapple, too. I just love fresh pineapple. Don't you, Big Papa?
Silence.
Papa? You want your little girl to make you a Cuba Libre and some guacamole and come feed you in bed like King Farouk?
She giggles.
Sorry. Papa, love, do you want me to feed you in bed?
Beat.
Butter, cousin, what are you doing in there? Are you getting worked up so you can make your little girl be naughty again? Huh? Big Papa? Papa? Butter cousin?
She crosses into the hall, out of sight.
Papa? Ooh, you got another hot ride planned for your little girl. Don't you, Big Papa? Looky here. Ooh, butter cousin, Big Papa. Butter cousin, Big Papa.
There's a beat.
Butter cousin, wake up!
Opal screams.
Ah!
Inarticulate sounds of distress come from the bedroom.
Big Papa, your little girl is begging for you to wake up. Oh, Papa, you get yourself right out of bed, you hear me? Big Papa, you get up and get cleaned up and... Oh, Big Papa, butter cousin Papa, buttery ball Papa. Oh.
She enters via the hall.
Ooh-wee!
She wanders about teary-eyed.
Oh, Big Papa. Oh, big Papa.
She goes to the phone, picks up the receiver, dials, slams down the phone.
Who am I going to call?
She whimpers. She crosses to the kitchen, returns with Coke. Crosses to the sofa, drinks, belches.
Pardon?
Drinks, belches.
happen.
She rises, crosses into hallway, peeks around the door, looking into the bedroom.
Oh, Papa, you just gotta wake up, Big Papa.
Doorbell at night. Ding dong.
Oh, who in the cornpone hell is that?
She crosses to the right, peeks out the window.
Marlene, what is she doing here at
Looks at the clock.
1:30? Lord almighty, I was doing the pokey-loo for 2 hours. No wonder my hoses...
Who's it?
Yeah, sorry.
Who's it?
No wonder my who's-its is ragged sore.
She fixes her hair a bit, etc. An insistent knock on the door, a muffled voice from outside.
Coming.
Opal opens the door. Marlene enters. She carries her evening gown and a garment bag over one arm and a foil-covered bowl in the other. Purse is slung over her shoulder. She is frazzled.
Hi, Marlene.
Opal, I thought you'd never open that damn door. You're not dressed.
No, sorry. Time got away from me.
Why is it so dark in here? You holding a funeral or something? You need to get your butt in gear. I brought some dip. I thought we could nibble on it while we get all made up. I couldn't find that springtime soup mix I like, so I made it with something called rose petal soup mix. I hope it's okay. Opal, the rest of the VACA, what is that?
Ted, is that vodka or VACA? Oh.
I'm going to guess the VACA.
VACA.
Well, except that vodka means cow in Spanish.
No, I know that. I don't know.
The rest of the VACA girls will be here lickety-split.
I know. I gotta take a bath.
A bath? You mean you haven't even bathed?
Nah, not yet.
Lordy, we are going to be here all night waiting for you to get yourself washed and made up. But look at your hair. Was the house on fire when you combed it last?
She crosses to the kitchen.
This rose petal stuff needs to go into the fridge. And I need me a soda. You want to split one, Opal? I know I can't drink the whole thing and still fit into my dress.
No, I had me a Coke earlier, right after.
Why are the playing cards all over the pass-through? You playing solitaire while you're waiting for your lover?
I can't sleep at night. I play cards.
You look like a nightmare, Opal. You got yourself one of those tacky wigs you can put on? It'll take a week of work to get that hair done.
There's my wig on the console. I combed it out this morning before.
Well, that one is not as bad as some I've seen you put on your head. You still haven't got rid of Granny Goodlow's wheelchair?
Oh, I know. I've been after Gimpy to put it in the attic now that she's over the old folks' home.
Granny Goodlow's been at Autumn Acres for almost a year now.
I know. It's just...
Opal, what are you doing there staring into space about? Get!
I'll hurry, I promise.
Go, girl, go!
Opal crosses towards the hallway, stares into the bedroom.
What is all this mess on the counter? You planning a party? Avocados, onion, chili salsa. You making guacamole? I can make good guacamole if you want me to chop all this stuff up. And rum. Opal, you trying to get the back of girls schmockered before the dance? Hell in a handbasket. Ruby Lee will most likely be well on her way before she gets here. Opal Marie Thorne, what are you doing? Didn't I tell you to get a move on? Opal, what is the matter with you, girl? What are you looking at?
Marlene looks into the bedroom.
Who in the name of Abraham Lincoln is that? Opal, answer me.
It's the butter cousin.
Whoops, you missed a...
Sorry.
Answer me. Oh, you stop making squeaking noises and you tell me who is that in your bed. I know it's not Gimpy. Gimpy's half that size. Opal?
It's the butter cousin.
And why is
Hiram
coughing in your bed?
I can't get him to wake up.
Uh-huh.
I tried, Marlene. I really did, but he won't wake up.
Here, hold my diet soda.
Marlene exits into the bedroom.
Butter, wake up. Butter cousin, wake yourself up. Butter. Oh, good Lord, Opal. He must weigh 400 pounds. I can't even roll him over. Butter, cousin. Butter, wake up.
She returns to Opal.
He's dead.
Oh. Oh.
Dead.
Oh, Lordy.
What did you do to him, Opal?
I didn't do anything to him.
Oh, well, you did something. There's a naked dead man in your bed. I think you might have had something to do with it.
I didn't kill him. I just,
Just what?
well,
You're carrying on with the butter, cousin.
well,
You're a married woman, Opal.
I know.
He is a married man.
Oh,
He has 4 children.
I know.
Not to mention a wife.
Oh, I know that, but she's out of town.
Uh-huh.
Well, she is out of town.
And on top of a wife who is out of town, Mr. Cousin has a thriving law practice.
I know.
And will probably announce his bid for the state senate next year.
I know.
You done good, Opal.
I didn't mean to do anything wrong. We were just,
Wait, let me guess. You were just supporting his growing campaign.
oh, don't be mad at me, Marlene, please.
Mad? Oh, I'm not mad. Besides, what I think doesn't matter. It's what everybody else thinks that's going to zip your dress.
Oh, please, Marlene.
And I want to ask you something.
Yes.
What about your husband, Gimpy? You think he's going to be happy about you playing tumbling tumbleweed with the butter cousin?
Marlene, what am I going to do?
You might want to get a good divorce lawyer, Opal.
I guess Gimpy might be kind of angry.
Oh, what a thought. At the very least, you're going to be blackballed in this town. At the most, you might find yourself going to jail.
Jail?
You killed a man, Opal.
No, I didn't.
There is a 400-pound corpse in your bed, Opal. He might argue differently.
Sorry, I lost my place real quick.
I did not kill
I
him.
did not kill him. We were just.
You were riding him like a pogo stick, weren't you? And you killed him in mid-bounce, didn't you?
Marlene.
Don't Marlene me, Opal Marie Thorne. I have known you all my life. You've always been a fast piece of fluff.
That is uncalled for, Marlene.
If there was a fresh man in town, you could sniff him out.
Marlene, please don't scold me. I'm so scared.
Scold you?
You know how tender-hearted I am.
Well, that's novel. Tender-hearted as opposed to nymphomaniacal.
Marlene, do you think this means I won't be nominated for vodka president next year?
Well, probably not, Opal. They frown on adulterating murderesses serving as president.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Well, I still say get yourself a Jim Dandy good attorney. Of course, I mean, you just screwed the best attorney in town to death, so I don't know.
Marlene, you just gotta help me. What are we gonna do?
We? What do you mean we, Monica Lewinsky?
You can't be thinking of abandoning me now.
Oh, yes, I can.
Marlene.
Listen, Opal, my daughter-in-law, Cotty, has been trying to get into the Mount Parnassus Ladies Auxiliary for 2 years. That's 2 years of boring parties and worthless teas and volunteering. I am not going to let you and your deadly romp in there ruin her chances.
Oh, Marlene, you're not gonna abandon me.
I am not abandoning you, Opal. I'm just dumping your assassinating butt in the dirt.
Oh.
I am not going to be your accomplice. That is why I'm leaving.
Leaving?
Yes, ma'am. I am getting out of this place. You're killing folks here.
I didn't mean to kill him. He just died.
Uh-huh. Well, be that as it may, I am taking myself home. You can keep the rose petal dip. Eat it in good health.
Gathers her belongings.
You call me when you get out of the pokey, you hear? We'll have lunch or something, okay?
Marlene.
And don't say I was here, because I don't want to be called as a witness or anything.
Marlene.
That wouldn't look good for Cotty and her ladies auxiliary bid.
Marlene, you can't leave me.
No? Watch me.
Marlene, please, I'm begging you.
Sorry, got a dash.
But Marlene.
Ding dong.
Oh, crap on a cracker. Don't folks know you're killing people in here?
It's probably Probably the vodka girls.
Oh, well, I thought I could get out of here before those heifers got here. You are ruining my day, Opal Marie.
I'm so sorry.
And don't cry. I can't stand it when you turn on the water.
Oh.
Another more insistent doorbell. Ding, ding.
All right, I guess we need to let the troops in.
Doorbell knocking.
Well, answer it, Opal.
Coming.
Huh, that's what the butter cousin probably said.
Opal crosses to the door. Ina Jomot, Rubilee Hyatt, and Candymine Ballinger stand in the doorway. Rubilee and Candy carry their ball gowns, which are wrapped in clear dry cleaner plastic. Ina Jo is pulling a wheeled cart, which bears an ice cooler and 2 garment bag gowns. General chirping and greetings as they enter.
Hey, girls, come in.
You weren't here. What you doing? Killing time?
Oh, ha.
That's not the only thing she's killing.
Howdy, Marlene.
Ina Jo, Ruby, Candy.
Give me a little face action, you two.
They kiss.
How you doing, Candy? Ruby?
Let's see. Who can read Candy?
Linda can.
I mentioned that. She refuses.
Linda.
Hey, John, you want to read Candy?
Who, me?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, sure.
It's you or Ted.
I'm fine.
Okay. I'll be better once we crack open this bottle of vino.
It's only 4 in the afternoon, Ruby.
Mogan David knows nothing about time.
Ruby's invested in the really expensive stuff now.
No, it's not bad once you take a few gulps.
Kills your taste buds, probably.
Should work just fine here.
You leave me alone. I gotta set this stuff down. My hand is cramping. She crosses to the kitchen.
Should have got a whiz about.
A whiz a who?
A whiz about. Look at here.
Cart.
Look at here. Dickie's carrying them down at the hardware store. Love mine. Wouldn't leave the house without it. It could carry up to 500 pounds.
She's trying to get us each to buy one. I think my dear brother is going to have to take a whiz with those damn carts.
That's not true, Rubilee. They're selling like hotcakes, just flying off the shelf.
It flies too?
Oh, don't be smart.
Where'd you move your glasses to, Opal?
Over the dishwasher.
Yep, found them.
They're mighty quiet, Candymine.
I don't know if I should refrigerate this or not.
What is it?
She brought lime jello with cottage cheese and fruit cocktail. She's the only woman her age will be soon part of the AARP.
Candy, you brought lime jello and cottage cheese?
Yes, I did. I had it in the cabinet, and I thought it would be good. You told me to bring something to nibble on, Marlene.
It's best that we eat here a bit so we don't eat like hogs at the cotillion.
Opal.
I like lime jello and cottage cheese salad.
It's all right.
You like everything, Ruby, especially after you've had a couple of belts of that great floor cleaner.
Ina Jo, leave me alone.
What did you bring to nibble on, Anna?
I found this recipe in Mother Lieberman's recipe box. It's for these adorable little fluffy cookies. Look at here. The recipe is called Murder by Meringue. Taste them.
Murder by meringue. That is something you should try, Opal.
Opal whimpers and the women try the cookies. They're good.
You look pretty, Candy. You doing your hair differently?
Yeah, I've lost 5 pounds.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's only 5 damn pounds.
Hush, Ina.
How'd you do it?
I don't eat much bread.
That's a good way to do it.
Libby Toomer lost 40 pounds.
40.
40.
Yes, ma'am. She was taking dope from across the river. Her maid would bring it over to her when she went to see her folks.
That stuff, that is nothing but uppers. That stuff is nothing but uppers.
Amphetamines.
I think you're right. It's just glorified speed.
That stuff never works for me. I didn't lose any weight, and I just choose faster.
How's life at Burger's Furniture World, Ina? Or Anna?
Please call me Anna. You know me a long time. The name's Anna. You know that. Fabulous. Thanks for asking. It's fabulous. Just fabulous.
You still part-time?
Yes, ma'am. I work on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday afternoons after I get back from my walking club.
What do you do there?
I help folks design a look for their individual needs, their style, their intimate living space.
And you make a truckload of money, too. They charge a buttload of money for a simple damn couch.
That's because they're finely made, and we call them sofas, not couches. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. A sofa, a couch, the same damn thing in my book. You're still parking your South 40 on them.
Ruby, suck back some more of that red Windex. It'll water down that acid tongue of yours.
My mama always calls it a Davenport.
Uh-huh.
Or divan?
Yep, the van.
Opal?
Hmm?
Oh, I gotta hang up my dresses so they don't get all wrinkled.
Dresses? You brought more than one?
Now she's got this whizzing thing. She totes everything with her. She even takes the darn thing to Biggie's grocery store with her.
You're just jealous, Ruby, because I got me a whizabout and you don't.
Oh, yeah. I'm plumb ed up with jealousy.
Opal, is there a reason you're still in your robe? We're supposed to be at the armory by 6. Have you even bathed?
Oh, well,
She looks to Marlene.
Don't look at me, sunshine.
It is a good thing you got that wig of yours combed out. You won't have time to put that hair of yours into a do.
I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe we ought to break out the snacks and then get ready dressed.
Have some more transmission fluid, Ruby. We'll snack in a bit.
I found some juice in Opal's fridge. I mixed it. Pretty tasty. Takes the edge off.
It's bad for your stomach. Can cause gastrointestinal problems.
What?
Strong spirits. They can cause gastrointestinal problems, ulcers, things like that.
Gastrointestinal problem?
Andy, what's happened to you? You've gotten smarter?
She's volunteering over at the Autumn Acres.
Oh, the old folks' home?
Yep, now she thinks she's Dr. Scholl's.
Don't you mean Dr. Schweider or something?
Schweitzer, Scholl's, they're all the same.
It's good for the soul to do volunteer work.
Well, that's true, Candy.
I think we should all volunteer at the beer garden during Vine Days.
That's not quite the same thing.
I'm also taking a massage class over at Parnassus Community College.
Massage?
Sounds kind of sexy to me.
Oh, no, ma'am. It's very therapeutic.
Well, you keep up the good works, Candy. At least one of us is doing something worthwhile for her fellow man.
Huh. Opal Marie, are you going to get ready? Your hair looks like it hasn't been brushed since you got out of bed.
Imagine that, Opal.
oh. Yes, I guess I should go get ready.
Lord of mercy, I got a TT. All that iced tea I drank at the garden club this afternoon has finally hit home.
She crosses towards the hall.
Oh, you should use the bathroom off the guest room. Mine is.
I don't care if your bathroom is a mess. We've known each other all our lives.
She exits into the hallway.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my holy stars.
What's wrong with you two? Manager re-enters.
Opal.
Yes.
Did you know, why is the butter cousin in your bed?
Is he? Why? What on earth? Marlene, did you know that the butter cousin was in my bed?
Go on. Are you fibbing to me?
Anna Joe says that the butter cousin is in my bed. Anna, are you sure?
Yep, he's in your bed, covered up with your good chenille spread.
Lord, what is the world coming to?
Oh, next it'll be folks committing adultery in the afternoon.
Have you two gone nutty?
No, I don't think so. Marlene, you lost your mind?
Nope, it's right here. Knock, knock in my noggin.
Yep, mine too. Knockity knock, knocking full.
Will you two stop it?
Are you sure the butter cousin? Well, I'll be damned. Would you look there? It's the butter cousin, big as life.
Bigger, it would seem.
Opal, is he dead?
Well,
Yep, dead.
I can do CPR if you think it'll help.
Well, that'd be nice, Candy, but I think we're beyond that.
What's he doing in Opal's bed?
Decomposing mostly.
Opal Marie Thorne, were you sporting with the butter cousin?
suppose you could say that. We've been such good friends for such a long time, and he was so nice helping out with Daddy Bishop's probate.
I'm kind of amazed at you, Opal. I didn't think you had it in you to have an affair.
Especially an affair with a big-time attorney.
Oh, yeah, that's impressive, all right. Here's to you, Opal. Salute.
I think you are awful.
Uh-oh, the voice of Saint Sanctimonious over here.
Awful. Opal was fornicating.
Hmm.
Fornicating with a prominent citizen of our community. He has a lovely wife and children and an adorable BMW.
Mother Ina from the holier-than-thou Church of Parnassus.
Well, Rubelee, it is shameful and embarrassing. A mature woman like you, Opal, getting involved in, well, it's shameful.
I think it's kind of sexy. Kind of sexy, I mean. Having some afternoon delight with a big old honcho who has money and position.
From the looks of things, it's Opal who has all the positions in this affair. Right, Opal?
Sort of surprised at you, Candy. I thought you were a conservative churchaholic like my dear sister-in-law here.
Oh, I know. And I wouldn't do that to Booney. He's a good man and fine husband. But I've thought about it. What woman hasn't thought about getting her bell banged by some other man?
Getting her bell banged?
That's what my mama calls it, banging the bell.
Gives a whole new meaning to the word clapper, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is descriptive, that's for sure.
Am I the only one in this room who finds this disgusting?
It looks that way.
I didn't mean to fornicate. I love Gimpy, but, well, he's always on the road and he never wants to do anything. He's always sitting out there on the porch with Ray Rammy drinking beer and belching and talking about all the fishing they're never going to do. He hasn't touched me in a long time, and I'm a vibrant and sexy woman who needs some attention.
Where'd you read that, Opal?
In Good Housekeeping.
Probably right next to Ina's recipe for murder by macaroons.
Meringue. Murder by meringue.
Go on, Opal. Vibrant and what was it?
Sexy. Who needs attention?
Well, the butter cousin was so attentive, and he's handsome and such a hot, passionate.
That's enough. I don't need to hear anymore.
I was going to say hot and passionate personality. He handled Daddy Bishop's probate with real care.
Sounds like he was handling a lot of things for you.
Why do you call it the butter cousin?
'Cause he rolls like butter. Anyway, we just got a regular client-attorney relationship for a long time after Daddy Bishop passed.
Uh-huh.
But then, well, he took me to dinner to finalize the paperwork for the probate.
Go on.
He took me to the shrimp shop over in Refario. He wined and dined me, didn't spare any expense.
Uh-huh.
He bought me that salmon dinner I love so much, and after 3 glasses of red wine, I was, well...
Like a hooker with a credit card machine, right?
You committed adultery in exchange for a piece of salmon.
Sounds to me like everybody was bartering for a piece of something that night.
You are terrible. You are all terrible.
You sure have gotten self-righteous, Anna.
Oh, she found God when St. Cuthbert's put her social climbing butt on their altar guild.
That is not true, Ruby, and you know it. I've always had great faith in the Lord.
You've had a strong faith in playing bridge and hobnobbing with rich folks. And St. Cuthbert's has the richest congregation in Mount Parnassus.
You have always been hateful and jealous of me just because I wanted to make something of myself.
If making something of yourself means sitting around judging your friends, then have at it, sister.
All you ever wanted was to get a paycheck from Mount Parnassus Independent School District and look at the world through the bottom of a highball glass.
Anna Joe, what is wrong with you?
I just know what I want.
Don't worry, Marlene. Ina here is just jealous
Jealous? Jealous of what? Opal's fornicating?
of the fact that you're not getting anything at home.
That is not true. Dickie is a wonderful lover.
Really? I hear the only hard thing about Dickie is his arteries.
You take that back.
He's my worthless brother. I can say whatever I want to.
You are a disgusting and drunken old fool, Ruby Lee Hyatt.
If you don't get off your high horse, Ina, I'm going to tell everyone here about your boob job.
Ina, you had a boob job?
I did not.
You did too.
Uh-huh.
And a tummy tuck and a butt lift.
Ruby Lee, that is not true.
The only thing they didn't lift on you was your spirits.
You had them made bigger?
Yes, honey. Bigger and taller. Hell, she looks like a 1953 Cadillac.
They raised them up, huh?
Be easier to raise the dead.
Kind of the same thing, don't you think?
Ruby Lee, you are a jaded old woman.
Oh, amen to that, sister. Oh, you girls thought my sister-in-law here went to Dallas for 2 months to take care of her mama, but really she went to have herself trussed up.
Better than looking like you, Ruby Lee, haggard and haphazard.
I know we're all pledging the Kitty Litter Society, but maybe we should remember that we have a body cooling in the other room.
We need to call the police.
No, oh no, please, not the police.
We're certainly going to call the police. The butter cousin is laid out in your bedroom.
So to speak.
We need a strong heart for this job.
You should have said that to the butter cousin, Opal.
If no one wants to do the right thing, then I'll do it.
Oh no, please, Anna, don't call the police.
Why not the police, Opal?
Everybody will know what I've done. Gimpy will find out and he'll leave me, and I'll be a lonely, destitute woman with no one to take care of me.
You should have thought about that before you got yourself into this fetid situation.
Opal, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but there's a corpse in your bedroom. Police or no police, folks are going to know what you've done.
After all, you killed a man with your female wiles.
She what?
She killed a man with her hot, throbbing passion.
Oh, that's awful.
Killed him dead, satisfying her hungry sexual needs.
Candymine, you've been reading too many of those trashy romance novels again.
Please don't call the police. Whoops. Opal, go
Oh,
ahead.
that's you. Opal, sorry.
Please don't call the police. I'll be a marked woman. I have to wear the scarlet letter. I'll be like Madame Bovary, Blanche Dubois.
How about the happy hooker?
Any more melodramatic, Opal?
I'm sorry, but please just don't call the cops.
The cops?
The hate, the pigs, the narcs.
Opal, have you lost your good sense?
You probably haven't broken any laws, Opal.
Moral laws she has. She's broken plenty of those.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Well, whether you meant to or not, there's still evidence of some crime in your bedroom.
A crime of passion.
That's right, Candymine. A crime of passion. A crime of passion we must report to the authorities.
Oh, get off it, Anna Joe.
I'm just doing what I think is right, Ruby Lee. Morally right.
Uh-huh. How do you think the morally right folks would feel about you and my brother playing nursemaid on Friday nights?
What?
Ruby.
On Friday nights, Ina Joe here dresses up like a nurse, and Dickie dresses up like a patient, and they play horny hospital.
Ruby Lee Hyatt, I can't believe you. I told you that in the strictest of confidence.
Well, everybody's going to have it in the strictest of confidence if you don't drop the moral imperative.
I'm learning things about you women I'm not sure I want to know.
Well, if we don't call the police, then what do we do?
I don't know.
Well, we need to think on it.
Yep. Let me get some more juice.
Oh, give me some of that red bleach water.
Cheap wine will not help us do the right thing here.
And expensive wine would?
You know what I mean.
Candy, you want some of Mogan David's finest?
Wine goes to my head.
Give her some, Ruby. Get some for the murderess, too.
I am not a murderess.
No, you're a femme fatale.
Here, Daniel Steele, drink up.
Well, here's to the Spackle Band.
Never
Oh,
knew.
boy. Oh, that is bad. I could clean out my septic tank with this stuff.
Keep drinking. It grows on you. They drink.
So, what do we do, girls?
We could hog-tie Opal and haul her killing carcass down to the police station with a note attached saying she's a killer.
I am not a killer, and don't joke about this.
We could do the sensible thing and call an ambulance.
Hmm.
We could, but sensible doesn't seem to appeal to us.
Oh, please don't call anybody about this. My life will be ruined.
So much for sensible. They drink.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I don't think we should be taking advice from an adulterating woman who might be facing a judge's gavel.
Oh, get over your cheap self, Ina.
All right, Opal, let's have it. What's your idea?
Well, I was thinking the Butter Cousins BMW is parked in the back down by the old carport.
Uh-huh.
Well, we could just put him in his BMW and drive him over to his office and park him there and just look like he'd met an unfortunate end while parked in his driveway.
I knew it. Opal Marie is a dumb buffalo.
Oh, what?
A dumb buffalo. She comes to the edge of the cliff along with the other dumb buffaloes, and when they jump, she jumps right along with them.
Well, if we do this nonsense, we may be the dumb buffaloes, Ruby.
No, I think we can make it work.
Ooh, I just lost my space.
What do you mean we?
Right in the middle of 39.
Thank
Like
you.
right-
Sorry, I was scrolling. Oh, here we go. Oh, what do you mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you mean, we, Opal? I have no intentions of being part of this charade. I'm well respected.
Ina Joe, if you don't let it go, I'm going to kick your silicone butt so close to your head, you're going to be able to play taps on your own hemorrhoids.
What about the Butter Cousin secretary and that legal assistant he's got working for him? Won't they see us?
Nah, it's getting late. By the time we get him loaded and over there, they'll be gone.
But won't folks be suspicious because he's disappeared without a peep?
Oh no, he'd come over here and spend hours with me, just hour after hour of hot, sweaty bedroom time. Sometimes he'd stay till way after dark, just laying there letting me.
Oh, that's enough, girl. We get the picture.
So, you want us to put him in his car, drive him over to his office, and leave him just like that.
Yep, just like that.
We'll have to get him dressed.
Yep,
And get him in that little car.
true.
He's a mighty big boy. Will be hard getting him in that little car.
How much you think he weighs, Ruby?
Oh, I'd say
327 pounds, stripped naked.
okay,
Well, we
Steve.
did talk about some things, you know. I wasn't all about.
Banging your bell?
300 pounds. That is a lot of dead weight.
Pardon the pun.
You have all gone batty. You are laughing about a dead man.
Yeah, You're right, Anna. We've gone batty.
Oh, Lord Almighty, what are we going to do with a 300-pound corpse?
327 pounds, stripped naked.
Oh, thank you, Opal.
Actually, I think we can do it.
What?
I don't think so.
No, listen. Candy may be right. I think we can do this. Really.
I am not hauling a dead man across this town so we can protect an adulterating.
Anna, don't make me stop this car.
I don't know, Ruby. That is a big man. 300 pounds is...
327
27 pounds.
Strip naked.
We
We
know.
know. There's 5 of us. That's a little over 64 pounds each.
They stare at her.
I was real good in mathematics.
Oh, you may be right, Ruby.
Hell, we've hauled bags of groceries that are heavier than that.
And our kids. I've carried mine up to the age of 33.
Connie weighs about 80 pounds, and he still wants me to carry him around like he was a baby.
Yeah, girls, I think Ruby is right. We can do this.
Will you listen to yourselves? Are you crazy?
Nah, we haven't gone out of our minds. We're just helping a friend, Ina Joe.
Helping a friend dispose of a body, the body of a man she was having an affair with.
We do the same for you, Anna.
Well, I don't know about that.
You wouldn't have to do it for me. I wouldn't get myself into this fix in the first place.
Do you need to go to the bathroom, Ina?
What?
That's what my mama always said to me when I was acting like a horse's behind.
We cannot haul that man across town and dump him like garage sale trash. We need to call the authorities. That's what good Christian folks would do.
Let's just get a rope and hang her someplace.
Ruby, I am through listening to your smart mouth. I am calling the sheriff. We need him out of here.
She crosses to the phone. The others stare at each other. Opal whimpers.
Anna Joe, don't.
I am doing what's right.
The others descend on her. I'm going to be breaking some fingers in a minute.
Empty threats do not scare me.
They're not empty. I'm going to help Ruby.
You two are full of hot air, that's all.
Well, the Butter Cousin's body won't be the only one we're going to be hiding tonight.
Oh, more veiled threats.
Nah, not veiled. We're going to tie your self-righteous butt to that little piss-about cart, and we are going to take you down to the lake and drown your sanctimonious self.
You leave my sanctimonious butt alone. I mean,
They won't find your waterlogged self till next July.
you can say all the terrible things you want to me. I am not going to.
Stop it! Now you listen to me, all of you. Anna, when's your boy had the fever and he was convulsing? Who drove you and him to Doc Smitty's?
Opal
Marie, that's who.
Yes, but that was.
And when Dickie's store was not doing well and you couldn't scrape together the money to pay the mortgage on that fine house of yours, who sold her mama's cameos to help you out?
That was just a rare.
And who has invited you and your family into her home and her life for every holiday and social and bridge party since God was a teenager? You should be ashamed of yourself, Ina Joe. Opal is our friend. She's been our friend for longer than most folks can count. And you're going to abandon her now at this time of need?
My word, Candy, most of the time you act like you don't have the sense God gave an earthworm.
Yeah, and here she is acting like Mahatma Gandhi.
Don't confuse what's important with what friends find impressive.
That a girl, Candy.
One of us has her head on straight.
So, Anna, what's it going to be?
You with us or against us?
I guess I don't have any choice.
So you're with us.
Oh, I suppose so. I didn't know when I left the house today I was going to be involved with seedy lowlife and murdering adulterers.
Look on the bright side, Ina. We're going to make your life very excited this evening.
Open new doors for you.
Inject some oomph into that iron-poor blood of yours.
Cavorting with common criminals. That's what I'm doing.
That's us, the Mount Parnassus lowlife.
Oh, you are all just warming my heart. I didn't know you cared about me this much.
Believe me, neither did I.
I always thought you looked down on me.
Well, you have been acting like trash carrying on with a man.
Yes, we all have our little secrets to hide.
He who is without sin, cast the first stone.
All right, so what do we do?
Seems to me we got to get him in his car.
No, we got to get him out of that bed and dressed, then get him into the car.
I say we forget dressing him.
What?
What?
We put him in the car and drive him over to his office. His being naked will be the troubles of whoever finds him.
That sounds mighty disrespectful.
Candy, hun, we are playing hide the body. I don't think respect is an important factor here.
I agree with Candy. Leaving him naked in his BMW out in plain sight is tacky.
Well, I'm going to tell you, sisters, I do not want to try to put the drawers on that man in there.
Oh, he's going to be a happy handful, isn't he?
How in the name of all that's holy are we going to get him down the driveway to the car? We can't carry him all that way.
Oh, she's got a point. Now, there is a limit to what good Christian accomplices can do.
Hey, let's put his butt on Anna's four-wheel dealy-bob thingamajig and roll him out of here.
Brilliant.
That'll work.
On my whizabout? No, ma'am. No way. I am not hauling some adulterating lawyer around on my whizabout.
I know.
What?
Do we have to cover this part of the program again?
Oh, all right.
Good girl. Clear that cooler and crap off your piss about, Anna.
I'll help.
They clear the cart.
This thing is pretty cute, Ina.
Isn't it though? They're only $69.99. And Dickie has a wonderful credit company that you can apply for in about 30 seconds.
Work, girls. We got a body to move.
Oh, I swear, I'll have to Hazel clean this thing with Lysol for a week.
Stop, join.
It'll be dark soon. Perfect time to transport illegal cargo.
If we don't get a move on, then the Vaca girls will be beside themselves with worry.
Opal?
Oh, here we go.
I got the
Yeah,
rest
with
of
the
the
girl-
tissue paper, roses, and ribbons for the Bower of Bliss in my trunk.
The Bower of what?
The Bower of Bliss.
What the hell is that?
The Bower of Bliss. It's the arch at the end of the armory where Miss Smith and Weston make her entrance with her escort through the Bower of Bliss.
You are weirder than a duck with lips, Opal.
Would you two stop talking? Now roll this thing into the death chamber.
Oh, will you stop saying things like that?
Oh, all right.
Onward, into the Opal's morgue. They all exit into the bedroom with general commotion, noises, grunts, etc. Turn him over, Ina, pull on his arm.
I'm trying.
Lord Almighty, this man is heavy.
It was easier to raise Lazarus than this man.
Does he have a belly full of rocks or something?
Oh, pull his leg over that away.
Ina Joe screams. Oh, would you look there?
Lord, it looks like a handle on a baseball bat.
No wonder you were carrying on with the Opal.
And it's still hard as a streetwalker.
This is awful, disrespectful talk.
Oh, you wouldn't think it was so awful if you had that coming at you.
All righty, girls, let's stop gawking at Barney Boner and get him on the cart. Pushing him over to the edge of the bed. Come on, push.
Candy, get up on the bed and push with your feet.
All righty.
Push, girls.
I don't like touching dead folks.
Shut up and pull, Ina.
Oh, Lordy, he's going to fall off the bed.
Thunderous plump. Oh, well, that's good, man. How will we get him on this cart thingy, Bob?
No, this is good. We can just roll him over.
Oh, oh, he's on. Hallelujah.
Cover him with that sheet. He looks awful.
Candymine, throw that sheet over him so Anna won't be PMSing about it.
Oh, let's get him into the other room. Get him to the back door.
Push, girls.
He's like moving a baby elephant.
They push the cart bearing the large sheet-covered lump into the room.
Gotta rest.
Oh, me too. This transportation of the dead is hard work.
What is all sticky on my hands?
Oh,
Mine too.
Lord, Opal, don't tell me we got love juice on our hands.
Oh, don't even think that, Marlene.
it's honey.
Honey?
I know I'm dumber than a silent auction, but why is there honey on this man?
Just something we do.
Opal, don't you be acting like a coquette with us.
Why is there honey on this man's body?
They have food sex.
What?
That's disgusting.
Oh, be quiet, Dr. Dickey.
Food sex?
You smear stuff on each other and then lick it off.
Oh, you mean you were smearing honey on this man and lapping it up like a dog?
He liked it.
I like looking at Oscar Fassbinder without his shirt on, but I don't go knocking at his door asking him to parade around in front of me naked.
Opal, you have sunk into the pit of sexual depravity.
I wanted to give the butter cousin some pleasure. He likes kinky sex, and the next thing I knew, I had the honey bear in my hand.
Kinky. Opal, I am very scared of you.
Last week we tried it with whipped cream and Hershey's syrup, but I got so interested in the taste of chocolate that
That is enough, sister.
I was just keeping the butter cousin happy.
My mama says that men are like floors. The better you lay them, the better you can walk on them.
No, that's the God's honest truth.
That's disgusting.
Your mama says a lot of things, doesn't she, Candy?
She's been married for over 60 years to my daddy, and he seems pretty happy most of the time.
All righty, let's get back to work. I just want to get him into that car and be done with this nightmare.
We gotta get him cleaned up. If we take him over there naked and covered with honey, folks is gonna know there was something going on.
Anna, he's going to be crammed in his car and dumped in his office parking lot naked. Folks is going to know there was something going on.
It's so disrespectful, though.
Oh, all right, we'll wipe him down. Opal, get a washcloth. I will say that is the biggest whopper I have seen in a while.
Opal crosses into the kitchen, returns with a damp cloth. Oh, Lord on a throne, ain't it the truth?
Enough to make any woman weep.
Looks like it's gotten more swole up since we moved him.
Well, Opal, I know why you were doing this. That thing could fill up the black hole of Calcutta. Opal?
He was a man of ample stature in all aspects of his person.
How often have you it? Once a month? Twice?
3 times a week for about a year now.
Girl, I bet your Who's-Its is fluffier than egg meringue.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
They call that priapsism.
What?
When the man's member gets all swollen up like that and won't go down.
No, honey, they call that a dream come true.
Well, he's got a smile on his face and his pecker's standing at attention. You must have given him a fun-filled afternoon.
Stop this talk.
Oh, go get over your uptight self, Anna.
She wouldn't be upright if she had in that bed with her.
Nothing she had would be tight with that.
I'll have you know I have no complaints about my husband Dickie in the bedroom.
I heard he didn't have a ball peen in that toolbox of his.
You are hateful, Marlene. You're just hateful and horny.
No, we're accomplices, that's all. Opal is the horny one.
Stop saying nasty things about me.
They are nasty, and so are you. Carrying on with this poor man, I'm appalled. And
That is enough. We have got a naked body to hide.
That's right. Enough is enough. We got to get this man cleaned up in his car and over to his office before he gets so stiff we can't bend him.
Parts of him can't be bent now.
Opal, get some washcloths. We'll wet them with warm water and let's get to scrubbing.
Opal crosses to the hall.
I'm going.
I can't believe I have been drawn into this mess.
Would you button those flapping lips of yours, Anna?
He's awful big, Marlene. You really think we can get him into that tiny sports car?
Well, we gotta try. If we bend him over and sit him on the seat, then maybe we can swing his legs.
Ding dong.
Who in the Sam Houston is that?
Is there someone else coming from Vodka, Opal?
No, not that I know. There's you and Marlene and Ina
Ding dong.
and Candy and
Ding
me.
dong. Ding dong.
Maybe it's Gim. Oh,
That's Ina Joe's line.
Yep, maybe it's Gimpy.
No, her husband wouldn't knock on his own door.
That's true.
nah, it ain't Gimpy. He has to park his rig out front because it's too big for the driveway in the back. He always comes in the front door.
Insistent doorbell.
Oh, who is that?
This is not a good thing, Martha Stewart.
That is an understatement.
You expecting another lover this afternoon, Opal?
No, I am not.
What are we going to do? We got a honey-covered dead man on my whizabout.
A dead man standing at full attention. Doorbell and knock.
Opal Marie, peek out that window and see who it is.
All right.
And for heaven's sake, don't let him see you. Opal peeks through curtains, the next to sotto voce. I.e. a
Lodi
whisper.
Beaver.
What?
What is Ludi Beaver doing here?
Didn't they just make him a sheriff's deputy?
Oh, I hope not. Ludi Beaver's an idiot.
He's got a what?
Opal.
Opal.
Sorry, an Amazon package just came. I was distracted.
Got a uniform on.
Ludi Beaver, I don't know.
He's got a uniform on.
Thank you. He's got a uniform on and a gun. A big gun.
What does he want?
I don't know.
You planning on having an affair with Ludi Beaver now?
No, I am not. He's not even single, is he?
Why do I think that wouldn't stop you? Knock in the doorbell.
Oh, why is he here?
Probably to arrest Opal for killing the buttercousin with her wild, vamping sexual escapades.
What are we gonna do?
Pounding on the door. Then loudly through the door.
Hello? Miss Opal? Are you in there? Miss Opal Ford?
Lord, we are in trouble.
What do you mean, we, Opal?
You said you were in this with me, Anna.
Not anymore. I'm heading out the other door and getting myself home.
You can't abandon me now.
No, watch me.
Loud doorbell knock.
Miss Thorne? You in there? You okay?
We gotta think fast. He's not going away.
We can't just leave him out there.
Miss Opal? I'm radioing the sheriff. I think you're in distress in there.
He's calling the sheriff.
Oh, Funkin' Wagnall.
Marlene, what are we gonna do?
He's going to stir things up. Think, girls.
Ludi Beaver is so dumb, he could really make things bad for us. I'm radioing the sheriff.
Oh no, he's heading down the drive.
Open the door, Opal.
What?
Open the damn door.
Oh, all right.
Opal unlocks and opens the door. She calls out.
Hey, Ludi, what's going on out there?
And Ludi bursts in with his gun drawn.
Nobody move.
Beat. The women scream. Blackout. Act 2, scene 1. Ludi stands pointing the gun at the women.
Lord, Ludi, don't shoot us.
Ludi Beaver, you put that gun down before you hurt somebody.
Okay, Miss Shin.
Ludi, what are you doing here?
The sheriff sent me, Ms. Hyatt.
The sheriff?
Why did the sheriff send you here, Ludi?
To check up on you, Miss Thorne. You hadn't shown up in the armory like you was supposed to.
It's too early for the dance to start.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Shin. But Ms. Thorne was supposed to help set up the arch for the entrances of the royal court. She's the head of the decorating committee.
I know.
It's okay, Miss Thorne. They got the arch up. Had to rig it with some fishing line because it was too heavy to stand on its own. But it's up.
Oh, thank heavens.
Looks real pretty, too.
I'm so glad. I was so worried that it would look tacky. Nobody like it.
Nah, the colors look real good. Vibrant. It'll be a big success. It'll be talked about for years, Miss Thorne.
That's an understatement.
So the sheriff sent you over here because Opal didn't show up to hang the arch?
Yes, ma'am. The sheriff sent me over here. I'm a deputy now.
Uh-oh.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm not exactly a deputy. I was just temporarily deputized for the Vaca Cotillion. Sheriff says he needs every able-bodied man to help.
And so he deputized you?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Shin. See my badge
Uh-huh.
and your uniform?
You look mighty fine in your uniform, Ludi.
Thank you, Miss Thorne.
Opal.
What? I'm paying the boy a compliment.
Similar stuff got us into a little twist. Remember? Opal?
Oh, all right.
Well, I don't understand why Opal, Miss Thorne here is getting such royal treatment from the sheriff.
A friend of the sheriff's has asked him to keep a special eye on Miss Thorne.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is that special friend, Ludi?
The butter cousin.
What?
Yeah. The butter cousin told the sheriff to keep a special close eye on Miss Thorne, especially since her husband is out of town so much and all.
How thoughtful.
So when you didn't show up to the armory, Miss Thorne, the sheriff thought something dastardly had happened to you.
Dastardly?
Yes, ma'am.
Dastardly. Is that your word, Ludi, or the sheriff's?
It's mine, Miss Hyatt. I'm taking a course at the Mount Parnassus Junior College.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. English Skills 101.
That's real good, Ludi. Some formal education will open a lot of doors for you.
That gun will open just as many doors.
The junior college is a fine place. Yes, ma'am. And the county is paying for my higher education.
Good for you, Ludi. The junior college has a lot to offer you.
Yes, ma'am. Your life begins here.
Well, you got to begin someplace, right, Ludi?
That's what Ms. Coffin says.
Miss Coffin? Lavinia Coffin?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Shin. She's my English instructor.
She's still teaching?
Yes, ma'am.
Wasn't she around for the copyright on the Gospels?
I'm sure. Is she still living with Lolita Mallow?
Oh, those two will be sharing cups until they drop.
Uh-huh.
You like Miss Coffin, don't you, Ludi? Oh, Miss Coffin's a real fine teacher, except for the times when she cries.
She cries?
Yeah, something to do with the boys who died in the War of Northern Aggression.
Oh, dear.
But she's a good instructor for the English.
Well, that's just fine, Ludi.
Yep, fine as dandy, as my mama says.
The women stare at Ludi, smiling.
Well, Ludi, now that you are sure that Opal is fine, you can just leave us to get ready for the dance.
Oh, no, ma'am, Miss Shin, I can't.
Why not?
The sheriff told me to bring Miss Thorne over to the armory myself.
Uh-oh.
What?
Why do you have to haul Opal over there yourself, Ludi?
Cause
Why, Ludi?
the sheriff told me to.
Oh, you do everything the sheriff tells you to do?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Miss Shin.
I bet Ludi does what he's told all the time.
I tried to do what is right, Miss Hyatt.
I'm sure you do, Ludi.
That's all fine and good, Ludi. But why is Opal Marie getting such an escort over to the armory?
Because that's what the sheriff told me to.
We got that part, Ludi, but why did he tell you to escort her over there?
Oh, well, I think it's because the Vaca girls have been known to be sort of rowdy.
Rowdy?
Yes, ma'am. Rowdy how, Ludi? Violent, Miss Bollinger.
Violent.
Oh, you have no idea how violent some of us can be.
Ruby.
Sorry.
The most violent thing most of us do is make roses out of Kleenexes and shove them into chicken wire to make that stupid bower of whatever.
That's just what the sheriff told me, Ms. Mott. He said, Ludi, you bring that Ms. Thorne over here to the armory yourself, you hear? Don't let her get waylaid.
She has a tendency of getting waylaid, doesn't she?
She gets laid way too often, if you ask me.
So I'm bringing Ms. Thorne there my very own self. Well, then you best go, Opal. If the sheriff is requesting you.
Candy, Ludi, we're still not done here, and Opal's Miss Thorne isn't even finished dressing.
Oh, look at there. She's still in her robe and slippers.
Yes, look here. I'm still in my robe and slippers.
I noticed that, Ms. Thorne, but I wasn't going to say nothing about your state of undress.
State of undress. That's not the only state she's in.
Oh, yeah, try state of panic.
I know I'm all done here, Ludi. Time's just gotten away from me.
Well, I'll wait till you get together, Ms. Thorne.
Oh, that is so nice of you, Ludi, to wait and all.
I'm glad to do it, Miss Thorne.
Isn't Ludi a nice young man, girls?
Nice young man.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
He's gonna wait and take me over to the armory.
That's a fine thing for a young man to do.
Are you going to take her in your car, Ludi? Yes, ma'am, Miss Bollinger.
With the lights going?
Well, I can, Ms. Mott. But if Miss Thorne wants me to,
Oh, that would just be super deluxe, Ludi. Just super deluxe with a cherry on top.
with a cherry on top.
I'm sure Opal would prefer a banana.
Ruby.
Well, let me just go get ready.
Crosses towards the hall.
I'll only be a minute. Why don't you get Ludi a Coke, girls? There's some chocolate velvet pie in the fridge. Get him a big piece, Marlene.
All righty.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm fine. Thank you, ladies.
Well, then, I'll just be a minute.
What's that?
What's what?
That white thing on that cart
What white thing on what car?
that you're standing next to, Miss Thorne.
Oh, this.
Yeah, that.
Ludi wants to know what this is.
Uh-oh.
Ludi wants to know what that is, Ruby Lee.
Well, tell him, Marlene.
Yeah, tell him, Marlene.
You want me to tell Ludi what that white thing on that cart is?
Yes.
Well, Ludi.
It looks to be a body covered by a sheet.
Body.
Oh, Ludi, Beaver, you have got some active imagination.
Anna, did you hear Ludi say that looked like a body?
I sure did.
Ain't that funny?
I'll be horn-swaggled. It sure is funny.
Body.
Now, Ludi, what would 5 kindly broads like us be doing with a body covered by a white sheet?
On a rolling cart, no less.
No less.
Oh. Oops, Ludi, we
Well?
lost you.
Well, yeah.
No, I did say it.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
Well, what is
What
it,
is it,
Marlene?
Marlene?
What is it, Marlene?
Oh, well, that's Candymine's new massaging table.
Is
What?
what?
Yep, it is Candymine's new massaging table.
Oh.
Oh.
Massaging table?
Yes, sorry, Bob. Catamine here, Miss Ballinger, that is, she has taken to giving folks massages. She's even taking classes over at the Mount Parnassus Junior College. Tell them, Candy.
That's right. I'm studying massage.
That is right. And this here is her brand new massaging table that she ordered special from
Denmark.
Yep, Denmark. That is it. All the way from Denmark.
Denmark?
Yeah. They do lots of massaging in Denmark, don't they, Candy?
Yes. I reckon they do.
Yep, so this here is her new massaging table. It is specially designed to contour to the body.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's why Opal here is still in her robe. Candymine was giving her a pounding here on this table.
She got a pounding, all right.
I loved it. Feels so good and relaxed. Just wonderful.
They say the Candy here's got the fingers of magic.
Thank you.
Just magic. Working up and down my spine and my neck and shoulders. So soothing and invigorating.
Invigorating.
And this table is perfect for massaging.
Perfect.
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 Anna Joe here was just going to get a massage.
What?
She was just about to let Candy work her over.
Marlene, have you lost your...
That's right. It was Ina's turn.
I don't think.
Oh, come on, Candy. Just give it to good old Ina here.
Oh, well,
That is right, Candy. Don't let Ludi here make you nervous.
No, don't let Ludi make you nervous.
oh, well, okay then. I guess you should take her clothes off.
What?
That's right. Take your clothes off.
I'm not taking my clothes off, and I'm not laying down on that.
Oh, don't be like that, Anna. This here table is very comfortable.
That's right. Very comfortable.
And Opal Marie should know.
Oh, she sure should.
Oh, come on. Let's get this show on the road. Ina, strip.
I am not taking off my dress. Not in front of Ludi Beaver.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Ludi?
Nah, I guess not, Miss Shin.
No, he guesses not. Oh, well, come on, Anna. You got a slip on, don't you?
Of course I got a slip on.
Good. So few women wear slips anymore. It is just shameful.
She leads Ina Joe to one side.
Well, let's undo these buttons.
I'm not taking my clothes off, and I'm not laying down on top of that dead man.
If you don't do what I say, you are going to be joining that dead man.
Oh, I am not doing this.
Can you say accomplice?
You are a hateful woman, Marlene Shin. All of you are hateful and mean, and I am not going to let Candymine Ballinger massage me while I'm hugging a corpse.
When all of this comes out and all your fine-feathered social friends start pointing fingers and gawking, I will personally make sure all fingers point to you, Anna Joe. Do you hear me? Your fancy friends and your church folks and everybody else are going to know that you were the ringleader in this little affair.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Oh, wanna bet?
Oh, you are a horrible person, Marlene.
Well,
Oh, all right.
She removes her dress.
I'm going to be playing touchy-feely with a dead man while Candymine Ballinger needs my flesh. I've sunk to a new low.
you ready, Candy?
Yes, I suppose so.
All right. What do I do now, Candy?
Lay face down on the table and just relax.
Ina Joe hugs the body so she is face to face with the dead man.
This table sure is lumpy.
It's special, isn't it, Candy?
Yes, it's made to support to your body.
Candymine begins massaging Ina Joe. Ludi crouches next to the body to talk to Ina.
You enjoying that, Ms. Mott?
Oh, yes, Ludi. It's wonderful.
Bet you feel like you've died and gone to heaven, huh?
Feels like something's died, all right.
I'll bet I could do that.
Do what, Ludi?
Give a massage. You think you could teach me, Ms. Ballinger? Oh, well,
It's a very specialized talent, Ludi. Years of study and preparation go into the...
let me try, Ms. Ballinger.
Now, wait a minute.
Quiet, Anna.
I just don't. I want to learn.
I don't think that is...
Quiet, Anna.
I'll be real gentle, Ms. Mott. I promise.
I still think this is not...
Please, ladies. I love learning new things. I got real strong hands. Well, okay, you take your hands and you work the skin and try to get down to the muscles. Like this? Yes, that's good. That's real good, Ludi.
Not so rough, Ludi.
Okay, Ms. Mott. Use the heel of your hand, Ludi. That's it, like kneading bread.
That's my loaf you're kneading. Be gentle.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Mott. Good, Ludi. You got a natural talent for this. You got strong hands. I milked a lot of cows when I was born, Miss Ballinger.
Oh, Opal, get your Polaroid camera and take some pictures of Ludi massaging Anna.
Absolutely not. I will not.
Quiet, you. Get that camera, Opal.
Well, all right. It's over here in the break front.
She gets okay.
Marlene, I do not want any pictures taken of... Oh, my!
What's wrong, Anna?
Nothing.
Here's the camera.
Oh, wonderful. Let me have it, Opal.
Takes the camera, sets up the shot.
Now look at me, Ludi. Anna, look at the camera.
I will.
And look at the camera, Anna
I
Joe.
can't believe I am...
Smile, Ludi. This is going down for posterity.
Right along with our posteriors if we're not careful.
Good, real good.
She takes the pictures.
Oh, these are going to be just wonderful.
Not so rough on the neck, Ludi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Mott.
I can't wait to see these pictures.
Here, you can work the lower back right here. Like this?
Oh, my.
You okay, Ina?
Yes, I'm okay. Ah!
You can massage deeper, Ludi, if Anna is okay with it.
Oh, yes, I'm okay with it.
Like this? Yeah, that looks...
That's it, Ludi, right there.
You sure you're doing all right, Anna?
I'm better than all right. Keep rubbing, Ludi.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Mott. Maybe you better stop, Ludi. Ina's kind of...
Don't stop, boy. Not if you know what's good for you. My back's all in knots. Keep working.
Like this, Miss Mott?
That's it. Work it.
Yes, ma'am.
Work it.
Ina, I think you're having a convulsion.
I don't think we call it a convulsion.
I think you guys should just shut up and let the boy massage me.
She's all red in the face.
Oh, and breathing fast.
Oh, sweet baby, that's the spot.
I'm pushing as hard as I can, Miss Mott, but your back keeps tightening up.
That's the only thing that's tight.
That's it. That's the spot. Work that muscle, boy.
That is it, brother. That's enough. No more fun and games for Miss Mott.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh no, Ludi, I think you did something very right. Anna's probably not seen the Sea of Galilee in 20 years.
Is Miss Mott taking the trip?
She just did.
Somebody fan this woman off.
Oh, I'm so sad.
What is wrong with you, Opal Marie?
I miss, you know.
Are you
Harry.
okay, Ms. Thorne?
Oh, Ludi, I'm just so lonely without the butter.
Look here, Ludia. Why don't you try the massage table?
What?
You go on in there and take your clothes off.
Marlene?
I bet Opal's got one of Gimpy's old robes you could wear. Don't you, Opal Marie?
A robe? Well, yeah, Gimpy is hanging off the back of the bathroom door.
Oh, you see, she's got Gimpy's robe hanging on the back of the bathroom door. You can strip down in there and we'll get Candymine here to give you the massage of your life. You can massage this fine boy, can't you, Candymine?
Well, I guess.
Marlene?
What, Ruby?
Could I talk at you for a minute?
I am busy right this second, Ruby. So what you think, Ludi Beaver? You want Candy to work you over?
Well, I'm here on official business. I don't know if
Oh, come on, Ludi. You need to relax. Live a little. Give in to temptation.
Amen to that.
Oh, you see? Anna Joe says amen to temptation.
Marlene,
Now, Ruby, I am busy.
this is important.
I can wait. So you skedaddle into that bathroom and you get yourself undressed and into Gimpy's robe, and we'll get Candymine here to knead your flesh, so to speak.
Well, okay, Miss Shin. I guess one little need won't hurt me. But you ladies can tell the sheriff. He'll be as mad as a nest of wet hornets if he finds out.
Marlene leads Ludi to the hall.
Oh, don't you worry, sweet boy. We won't say a word.
Well, okay.
Ludi exits into the hall. Marlene, have you?
Did you find the robe, Ludi?
I haven't found the bathroom yet, Miss Shin.
Oh, Lord, and that damn sheriff is probably going to give this boy a license to shoot people. Find it yet?
Got it, Miss Shin. Be out in a second.
Marlene Shin.
Is this the robe with the flowers on it?
That's my nightgown.
Where's the robe?
On the back of the door in plain sight. It's plaid one that smells like English leather.
No, Ludi. It is a plaid one that smells like a...
Found it.
Marlene William Shin, have you lost all the good sense God gave you?
You doing okay, Ludi?
Yes, ma'am. Got my shirt off.
I'll have Candymine here put a fresh sheet on the massage table.
Okay, Miss Shin.
Marlene, what are you doing?
That is what I'd like to know.
Are you planning on having Ludi Beaver come in here and hug that corpse?
No, I am planning on getting this corpse out of here while that dumb boy is taking off his clothes. Now get on that end of the piss about doohickey and push.
Push where?
We'll get him over to there, to the door.
To the door? What are we gonna do?
What are we going to tell Ludi?
Tell Ludi about what?
About the disappearing massage table.
Well, tell him Martians came down and abducted it. Now push, ladies, push.
You get into position.
I don't think we can get him into that sports car fast enough before Ludi comes out of the bathroom, I mean.
Oh, you're right, Candy. Oh, we'll get him out the door and then let him coast down the drive to the street. We can get him into the car after we get rid of Ludi.
Let him coast. Marlene, we are talking about 300 pounds of butter cousin.
Naked butter cousin at that.
That's right, Anna. Naked butter cousin.
But he's covered with a sheet. Come on, girls, we can do this.
They begin to push without success. You really have turned the corner, Marlene.
I wish we could make this fool cart turn the corner. How you doing in there, Ludi?
I'm undressed, Miss Shin.
Oh, good.
Should I keep my shorts on?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, yes, Ludi, I keep your shorts on.
And the robe.
Lord, yes, keep that robe on too, you fool boy. Come on, girls, push.
They try to push. The arms flop out from under the sheet.
It feels like he's trying to get up.
He's dead. He can't go anywhere. Keep him under that sheet.
He's getting stiff as a piece of old cornbread.
They call that rigor mortis.
They call that jail time, Candy. That's what they call it. It is a crime.
No one has committed a crime.
Disposing of a body isn't illegal? Well, I'll be.
Oh, Lord, one of his legs feels like it's blowing up.
He definitely is not cooperating.
I'm sure he doesn't care about cooperation.
Push.
I think he's trying to sit up.
Are we certain he's dead?
Of course he's dead.
What are we going to do?
Well, push him down the hill.
They open the door and push the cart with difficulty toward the open door. Ludi appears in a pair of skimpy boxers which read hot stuff on them, and the robe, which hangs open to reveal a well-muscled body. He holds the robe completely open for their approval.
Is this okay, ladies?
The women turn suddenly and stare at him in shock. They look from the body to Ludi and then to each other. Ina Joe screams, and after a moment, Opal faints. Blackout. Scene 2. Opal has been placed on the sofa. All are gathered around trying to revive her.
Opal, can you hear me?
I think she's coming round.
Give her another whiff of that ammonia bottle. That'll do the trick. Candymine does as told. Opal coughs.
There she goes. She's coming too.
Her eyes are fluttering.
Opal? Opal, talk to me, hun.
Are you feeling better?
Opal! Opal Marie! Opal sits up. She looks around.
No, 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 no.
What?
What's wrong, Opal?
What is it?
I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm not dead.
Oh, we know you're alive, Opal.
Oh, don't put me on the piss about with butter. I'm not dead.
Lord, Opal, we know you're alive.
Don't be a $20 fool, Opal.
Give her a sip of that vino, Ina.
Okay.
She does.
Here, Opal.
Have some more. Opal drains the glass.
You feeling better?
Yeah, I think so.
You want more vino?
No, thank you.
What on earth happened to you, Opal?
Why'd you faint?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the shock of all the goings on here, probably.
Well, maybe. Last I remember, we were pushing the cart to the door, and then Ludi showed up. And Ludi, have you always looked like this?
I've been exercising, Miss Thorne.
I can tell, Ludi, Lord Almighty.
Mamie Lee could scrub laundry on that stomach.
I've seen vegetable graters with fewer ridges.
Looks like a salt map of the Rockies.
Ah, gosh, ladies.
Built like Mount Rushmore.
Oh, you all leave poor Ludi alone.
Here, help me up. Sorry, my dinner was just delivered to me.
Oh, nice.
Here, help me up.
And they do.
Oh, that's better. I felt like I was dead too.
They look at each other.
Ludi, hun,
Yes, Mission.
doll,
Marlene.
how do you feel about helping 5 kindly ladies out of a pickle?
Oh, I'll do it whatever I can, Miss Shin.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Anything, as long as it doesn't go against the law. I couldn't get to be a regular deputy if I did something illegal.
Well, we'd never ask you to go against the law, would we, girls?
Oh, no.
Well, okay,
Let's see. Where do I begin?
at the beginning.
At the beginning,
It is the best place to start.
not too much at the beginning.
Ludi, you know the butter cousin, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Everyone knows Mr. Cousin. He's the biggest attorney in these parts.
Oh, that's right, Ludi.
Isn't Ludi a bright boy?
Right as a penny.
That's right. Bright boy. Ludi Beaver.
how do I say this?
Carefully, Marlene.
Mhm.
Well, you see that Hulk over there underneath that sheet?
Oh, you mean Miss Ballinger's massaging table?
Yes, Mrs. Ballinger's massaging table.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, Ludi, that is not a massaging table. It is a piss-about cart.
Whiz about, Marlene.
A whiz-about cart.
I see it. It's got wheels.
Yes, it does. And it also has a body on it.
A body?
Here, wait.
Hiram.
Hiram.
Hiram Cousins. Thank you. Hiram Cousins' body.
The butter cousin?
Oh, yes, the butter cousin. He had an accident.
An accident. Was he hurt?
Oh, yes, he was.
Well, what happened?
Well, Opal over there,
She screwed him to death.
Right in there.
Fornicated with him till he was dead.
Oh.
You all hush.
Well, it is the truth.
Opal didn't mean to kill him.
No, she just had raging hormones.
And maybe the menopause coming on.
And a bad case of the dumbass.
I don't know.
Well, you all stop.
Miss Thorne here killed the... Is that true, Miss Thorne?
Well, yes, but I didn't mean to.
You sexed him to death?
Sexed him? What kind of talk is that?
Well,
Yes, Ludi. She had carnal knowledge of him and he died. And now,
Now we have to dispose of the body.
Before her worthless husband gets back and finds out she's been fooling around.
Not to mention the Vaca ladies finding out and fixing Opal's red wagon for good.
And then there's the possibility of Opal's being blackballed all over Mount Parnassus for having an affair with a married man.
A married man who is a family man and a successful attorney and
oh.
And is about to announce his bid for...
Or the Senate.
That's right.
You are all hateful and mean and
we are just speaking the truth, Opal, and you know it.
Absolutely.
Anna Joe, I can't believe that you are turning against me after we pointed out that I've been so
Oh, please, Opal. How can you think?
Opal, let's be serious about...
hateful. That's what you are, hateful and mean and
Ladies. There's no reason to argue. You're right, Ludi.
Of course he is.
oh my, Ludi, you are so controlled, isn't he, ladies?
Oh, yes, isn't he?
Yes, in charge. That's what Ludi Beaver is. In charge. Isn't that right, Marlene?
well,
He's capable. That's it.
Yes, my stars. Ludi is capable.
Isn't that it, Marlene? He's capable.
this is ridiculous.
What?
Ludi Beaver, are you going to help us hide this corpse or not?
Well, Miss Shin, I don't know.
Oh, Ludi, you've got to help us.
Well,
We're in a big predicament here.
yes, ma'am. I recognize that, but we need your help, Ludi.
We are so desperate.
Desperate.
We are in need of some help, and you are the perfect person to...
Do the job.
Ludi?
Sorry, the screen went out.
Oh,
Ladies, I'd like to help. Really, I would. But I'm sure that disposing of body is not legal.
oh, we're not disposing of it. We're just moving it around a little.
That's right. Moving it around a little.
Well, be that as it may, I still think that
Oh, Looney, they might incarcerate me
Yes, they might.
Lock up her aging butt.
and throw away the key.
Fling, right out the window.
Oh, there goes the key to Opal's cell.
The key to Opal's life.
Oh, I may cry.
Ladies, I understand your dilemma, but I just can't. It's against the law.
Oh, I'm going on a big house.
I don't think, really, that they'll send you, but I just can't, ladies. I am a servant of the legal system. I cannot.
Ludi is right, girls.
What?
What?
Yes, right as rain. We are on the wrong side of the law.
Oh, my.
But Opal might get arrested. They might arrest all of us.
Ladies. Ludi is right.
I am? I am. Thank you, Miss Shin.
You are welcome, Ludi.
Everybody.
Marlene.
How can you? Are you in your right mind?
Ladies, please. Look, I think what needs to happen is for Ludi to call the sheriff and for us to relax. Just wait, maybe have a sip of wine, and just relax.
I should call the sheriff?
I think that is best, Ludi.
Well, maybe you're right, Miss Shin.
I think I am.
Ludi crosses to the phone.
He may still be at the office.
Good.
Marlene gets the wine bottle.
And we will have a sip of wine to calm our shattered nerves.
Wine? Marlene!
Yes, to calm our shattered nerves.
Miss Thorne, you don't mind if I use your phone, do you?
Oh, no, not at all, Ludi. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
He begins to dial. Marlene crosses behind him and hits him hard in the head with the wine bottle. It shatters. Ludi is dazed, smiles, and then crumples to the floor. The women stare at each other.
Oh, you've killed him.
Oh, Lord, we've got another one.
Marlene, have you gone loco?
We are in deep icing now.
And he's so pretty, too.
Pretty?
Opal, we got a corpse on a cart, a deputy on the floor, and we're all facing the gallows here. How can you say he's so pretty, too?
You got a problem, Opal.
Yeah, hormonal problems, I think.
You need to take shots or something.
Knock it off. We got another body to deal with. Get over here and help me.
I want to go home.
Oh, Ina,
I just wanted to wear a pretty dress and drink a pink lady and dance, and I have ended up working with Al Capone.
She starts to cry in earnest.
Get your carcass over here.
I can't do this, Marlene.
Oh, Candy. Opal, get over here. Ruby.
what are we going to do with this one?
Yeah, it's getting to be a kind of a theme around here, isn't it?
Yeah, come to Opal's and hide a dead man.
You two stop John and help me. Anna,
What?
get me that chair over here.
Huh?
Get me that chair over here.
Anna Joe brings the chair to Marlene. The others gather around Ludi's body.
Oh, thank heavens. He is still breathing. He's just out cold.
Well, the butter cousin isn't exactly chili red hot.
But for a different reason.
What are we doing with the chair?
Well, help me hoist Ludi into it.
What?
Look, ladies, I'm getting a little tired of you all being a Greek chorus. Now help me lift.
They lift Ludi into the chair. Lord, he's heavy.
Lift, girls.
We are, Marlene.
We're tuckered out.
Oh, you especially, Opal. You've had a busy afternoon.
Hateful.
Knock at the door.
God.
All stand in terrified silence. Another knock.
Oh, my heavenly stars. Who is that?
It might be the feds.
Maybe it's Gimpy.
Knocking at his own door. I doubt it.
And this room is just full of incriminating evidence.
This room is full of a fat man's body and a deputy dressed up like a hooch dancer. Another loud knock.
Opal, slide over there and peep out that window. See who's knocking.
Oh, do I have to?
Get.
Oh, okay.
She does as told.
It's the sheriff.
Oh, our gooses are well done now.
Oh, the sheriff, what does he want?
Probably to put us all in jail.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't look good in stripes.
How about shackles and handcuffs?
Shackles, definitely not.
Another forceful knock.
Be quiet.
No telling what Opal has under her bed.
That's disgusting.
Another louder knock.
Miss Opal Thorne, are you in there?
Oh, they're gonna lock me up.
Yep, Opal, you're going to be visiting out in guillotine pretty soon now.
I'm gonna die. They're gonna lock me up and throw away the key.
Would you all just be quiet? It is like thinking in a wind tunnel around you women.
I'm going to call some backup, Miss Thorne.
He's calling back up.
All right, Candy, get those playing cards on the pass-through over here.
Okie dokie.
Cards. Marlene, this is no time to...
Anna, and pull those chairs over here around the butterball on wheels.
Loud pounding on the door.
I've called backup, Miss Thorne. Can you hear me? Miss Thorne?
Answer him.
Oh, yes, I can hear you, Sheriff Voorhees. I hear you fine.
Are you all right in there, Miss Thorne?
Hark it, girls. Here, Candy, pass the cards out.
Candy?
Oh, yep.
Sorry.
All righty.
What are we playing?
We should be playing 5-card stud.
I don't know what we're playing. Just hand out the...
You best let me in, Miss Thorne.
Oh, what do we do?
Oh, let him in, Opal.
Are you sure?
I would let him in.
All right.
Opal opens the door. Sheriff Voorhees stands in the doorway. The women are seated around the body, cards in hand.
Come on in, Sheriff.
Howdy,
Sheriff.
Evening, ladies.
How you doing, Sheriff?
Busy night, ladies, with the cotillion at the armory and all.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
Yeah.
Miss Opal, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine, Sheriff. I'm just fine.
Well, I was getting mighty worried about you. Mr. Cousin asked me to keep an eye on you since your husband is out of town so much. And when you didn't arrive at the armory, I thought, well, I sent Ludi.
Oh, well, we got busy playing cards, Sheriff. Oh, look at the time, girls. We'll never be ready for the dance if we don't shake a leg.
That's right, girls. We have to shake a leg.
Is that Ludi Beaver sitting there?
Ludi Beaver?
Beaver,
Where?
Where?
Right there, by that poker table.
Oh,
Ludi
Ludi
Beaver.
What in the Sam Hill are you doing, Ludi Beaver?
As he comes out of his coma.
Oh, hey, Sheriff. Hey, ladies.
Hi, Ludi.
Hey, Ludi.
Why are you wearing a lady's robe?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know what I mean. I don't know. I was just calling you maybe, and then my head sure does hurt.
Get up. Ladies,
Yes, Sheriff.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Sheriff.
This here table,
Yes, Sheriff.
what game were you all playing here?
Game, Sheriff?
Yes, what game were you playing?
Oh,
5
5-card stud.
I see. Well, ladies,
Yes, sir.
Sheriff, sir.
you've dealt out too many cards.
We have.
You've got 7, 8, 9 cards dealt here. You only deal 5 cards total in 5-card stud.
Oh.
Silly of us.
Here, y'all sit down. Let me show you how to play.
Ludi?
Oh, Sheriff, I need to talk to you for a...
Oh, Oh, Ludi, poor thing. Does your head still pain you?
Oh, no, ma'am. Not anymore. Sheriff?
Quiet, Ludi. Now, ladies, it's called 5-card stud.
Sheriff, I gotta talk to you. I've been trying to tell you that this here table is
Let's eat.
What?
eat.
I am as hungry as a hunter, and I bet the sheriff is just famished, what with all that hard work.
But I need to.
Girls, let's dig out the food and feed these boys.
Yeah, that's
General agreement. Marlene, Ina, Joe, Candymine, and Ruby Lee rise and cross to the kitchen.
Now, ladies, don't you go to any trouble.
Oh,
No trouble.
at all.
You know, we've got all this food that we were going to knick-knack on, and it is just going to go to waste.
So we ought to feed you two handsome men.
And keep you happy.
The way to keep a man happy is to feed him.
Sheriff, you got to listen to me. This here isn't a table, it's.
Oh!
Opal suddenly kisses Ludi on the lips, long and passionately. The women return with food. All stop in stupefied shock and stare at Opal's performance.
What in the...
Opal, what are you doing?
We leave the room for 5 seconds and she sticks her tongue down somebody's throat.
But Ludi's dressed like a woman. Does this mean Opal's becoming a lesbian?
No, it means she's an nymphomaniac.
Gosh, I ain't never been.
Opal, get away from that boy. Here, sit over here on this side of the table.
But Marlene, I was just...
Oh, we know what you were just doing.
But Marlene...
Gosh, now, look at here what we got, Sheriff. All this fine food.
I made Jello salad with cottage cheese.
I made these adorable little cookies. They're called Murder by Meringue.
And this dip is made with rose petal soup mix.
Well, ladies, this is quite a feast. What did you bring, Miss Hyatt?
I brought the hooch.
Yes, Mrs. Boone's farm over there brought the libation.
Ain't this fine? Ain't this just fine? I don't see any nuts. You got any nuts, ladies?
You'd have to ask Opal about the nuts.
No, I don't think.
I bet there's nuts someplace on this table.
Right under our noses, so to speak.
Ladies.
Sheriff, this ain't no table. It's the buzzard cousin's body on the rolling cart. I seen it with my own eyes.
Stunned silence. After a moment, the sheriff removes the food from the table and lifts the sheet. Long pause.
Ladies, what is the butter cousin doing on wheels, naked?
He's dead.
I figured that out, Miss Hyatt. How did he get that away?
Opal was screwing his courage to the stick in place and he failed, so to speak.
I see.
Opal killed him.
I did not.
You did too, you hussy.
Now, Ina, just settle down. We don't.
Stop it. Opal's been having an affair with Mr. Cousin, Sheriff.
An affair? Really, Miss Opal?
Well, yes, I suppose. I'm not proud of it, but a women has needs and gimpy twern.
I don't think I should hear about your husband, Miss Opal. We're lodge brothers.
Oh,
Opal was having some afternoon fun with Mr. Cousin, and
She screwed him to death, like I said.
How'd he get on this cart and out here?
Opal here talked us into helping her get rid of the body.
Oh, get rid of the body.
Mm.
That's serious. Miss Opal, am I hearing that you're the responsible party here?
oh, I wouldn't say that, Sheriff.
I'll say it.
I can't.
Neither can I.
We made an agreement tonight, didn't we, girls? To help our friend Opal. And I guess we're going to have to live up to that agreement.
Well, at least some of us are.
What about the cotillion?
There'll be other cotillions.
That's right, Candy.
Well, y'all can't give up the cotillion just for me.
I am not giving it up for you, Opal. Believe me. During the snacks, Marlene, Ruby Lee, and Candy joined forces around Opal.
Oh, I'm not that fond of my dress anyway. I think it hikes up in the back.
Oh, and all those people, it's always so crowded. I just hate crowds. They give me big rolling red hives.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, Anna Joe, we're staying here with our friend Opal. What are your plans?
I am going to that dance. I am wearing one of my pretty dresses, and I'm going to schmooze with the hotsy totses of Mount Parnassus and the surrounding areas.
Well, all right.
Let us know how the food is.
Have fun.
We'll call you tomorrow and let you know what happens here.
That's right. Don't you worry about us.
Don't give us a thought.
Silence. Ina Joe begins to gather belongings.
Don't worry. I won't. I'll just take my belongings and I'll change in the ladies' room at the armory.
That's a good plan, Ina.
Probably have the whole place to yourself if you hurry.
That's right. Better hurry.
I'll make it. Don't worry. I just need the box with my shoes. And Ruby, can you and Candy get home on your own?
Absolutely. Not a problem.
I'm sure Booney would come get us.
That's right. Booney will come get us.
I can give you a ride.
Marlene can give us a ride.
Fine. Well, you can keep the murder by meringue. I can come by for the plate tomorrow or the next day.
No need.
Marlene crosses for the plate, dumps the cookies on the floor, crosses to Ina Joe, and hands her the empty plate.
Here you go.
I cannot believe. Thank you, Marlene.
Welcome.
Sheriff, just for the record, I had nothing to do with the shenanigans this afternoon. I tried to talk sense into these women, but you could see I was unsuccessful. I tried, if that counts for anything.
Yes, ma'am. It does, I'm sure.
Thank you, Sheriff. At least you understand. I guess I'm off.
Ina Joe crosses to the door.
Bye.
The women stare silently. Ina Joe exits, exhaling pause.
Well, I guess that's the end of that.
I suppose you're right.
We'll make do.
Absolutely.
Oh, I cannot believe how wonderful and devoted you all are to me in my hour.
The door
of-
opens. Ina Joe enters purposefully with belongings.
Hell in a hank of yarn. I can't leave you four women here alone. If you didn't have me as a conscience, you'd all would be running down the middle of the street naked.
Ina! General cooing and effusiveness.
Ladies, this is all very touching, but I have some work to do here.
Oh, Sheriff, we forgot about you.
How can we forget about the sheriff? Shamey on us.
Shamey on you.
Dag nabbit, Ludi. Go in the bathroom and change your clothes.
Oh, yes, sir, Sheriff. Right away, Ms. Thorne. Can I use your bathroom again?
Of course, Ludi.
Thank you, Miss Thorne. I'll be back in a minute, Sheriff.
If he weren't my cousin Big Martha's youngest boy, I'd get rid of his butt.
Is he Big Martha's boy? I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am. She had 9 of them. Ludi's the last one.
Big Martha is the operator at Autumn Acres where I do volunteer work.
That right. She is the operator at Autumn Acres. She's been there for years.
That's right, Sheriff. Now, why didn't I recall that Ludi was her boy? I know she's a beaver. She married a beaver, that is.
She did. She married Ernie Beaver clean out of high school.
Yeah, started having a family almost as soon as he slipped the ring on her finger.
True that. She loves babies.
Ms. Martha is kin to my money's family on the Duber side.
Really? I'd forgotten that. My daddy's mama was kin to the Dubers, too.
Well, Sheriff, that means you and me and Big Martha are kin.
Couldn't find better kin than Big Martha.
True. Big Martha is in Eastern Star with me.
Is that right? Well, I'll be. Now, let's see. Her girls, Little Martha and Clemmy, were in Rainbows, wasn't they?
Yeah, Little Martha and Clemmy Beaver. Clemmy was in that speech giving contest the Rainbows had.
She was. She went real far in that contest.
To the national level, no?
Absolutely. They said she'd be in the White House before long.
Where is Clemmy now?
She lives over to Elephant Bend, just around the corner from her mama and daddy. She's got 6 babies of her own now.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
She's happy as a clam.
What a small world this is.
Isn't that the truth?
God's honest truth. Well,
Well, I guess I best get to my work.
So, what is the next step, Sheriff?
I'll have to take statements. The coroner will have to get herself over here. We'll have to contact Mrs. Cousin and
Opal?
She's in Houston visiting her mama.
Opal would know that.
we've got a busy night ahead of us.
I just wish there was some way we could all go through the dance tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Especially if we could still do what is right in the eyes of the law, that is.
Absolutely. I mean, what is right in the eyes of the law?
I just don't see how I can.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Oh, good.
Marlene has an idea.
Oh, tell us, Marlene.
Yes, do tell.
Well, if we gave you our sacred words of honor to all come back here tomorrow morning and face the music, so to speak,
So to speak.
and to cooperate with you completely,
Completely.
do you think that we could attend tonight's festivities and have one final evening of enchantment?
Enchantment.
It might be Opal's last night of enchantment.
That's right, Candy. Her very last.
I don't know, ladies.
Oh, we promise to gather here tomorrow morning.
Promise.
Our word of honor as Eastern Stars.
And ladies.
Well, I suppose Mr. Cousin here isn't going to get any deader.
No, bless his soul, he's not.
And it would be a shame for you ladies to miss the party, seeing as how you're movers and shakers in the Vaca organization.
Big movers and shakers.
Why, we are almost the entire executive committee right here in this room.
And I guess nobody is any wiser about what's happened.
Oh, we haven't told anybody. We can promise you that.
I guess I could make an exception this one time, since I've known all of you for so long and seeing how Miss Ballinger here and me were kin.
On the Duber side,
Yes, that's right, on the Duber side. Well, all right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
thank
so
you.
kind of you.
Nice of you. Thank you.
But you all have to be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning so I can do my duty.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm here, Sheriff. Are we going to lock him up now?
Nah, we're just going to take them over to the armory for the dance.
But ain't they wanton women and dangerous criminals?
Oh, Sheriff, you don't have to take us to the armory. Isn't that right, girls?
Oh, no. We can certainly drive ourselves.
I was asked to keep a special eye on Miss Opal Thorne here by the Butter cousin because...
We can just not talk about that today.
Maybe we can talk about it tomorrow morning
When we all gather here.
Yes, well, but I still feel beholden to... I think I should escort you ladies to...
Oh, we won't hear of it.
No, we won't.
Besides, I want to go home and take another bath. I need to wash the day off of me.
Oh, that does sound nice, especially since we've been manhandling a...
Ruby.
You think we have time for a bath?
Of course we do. It's only 1:30. I can run home and then head over to the armory from there.
Oh,
Stop pouting, Candy. You can come to my house and freshen yourself up. I got 3 powder rooms.
oh, can I?
Yeah, I got one for you and one for Ruby.
Nah, I'm going with Marlene.
Well, I guess that means I'm heading home for a bath, too.
Isn't that okay by you?
Yes, no argument here.
Well, I suppose if you ladies are going to...
Oh, we'll be fine, Sheriff. Now you and this sweet boy head on back to the armory, and we'll be there in 3 shakes of a lamb's tail.
All right, then. If you're sure, and You ladies won't forget to be here in the morning.
Oh,
heaven,
no!
no.
Well, thank you, ladies. See you at the armory.
Yes, in just a bit.
But Sheriff,
Shut up, Ludi.
but
Button it.
Sheriff and Ludi cross to the door. Opal opens the door for them.
See you in a bit, ladies.
See you soon. Bye. Sheriff and Ludi exit.
Thanks to Tecumseh Sherman, they're gone.
Oh, I cannot believe we finally got rid of them.
I feel sick.
Oh, you need an aspirin?
What I need is a new set of friends. Ones that won't lie and cavort and kill and try to hide bodies.
I think I'm going to head home and take a sponge bath at least. You coming with me, Ruby?
Yep. Maybe we can stop off at the Quickie Mart and get some more red wine.
Oh, Lord Almighty, that vat you brought is gone.
Dry as the Death Valley.
Oh, are you heading home, Ina?
Yes, I am. And I may stop at the Quick and Mart behind Ruby and buy a vat of that red transmission fluid she's so fond of.
Anna, I thought you were against alcohol.
Quite frankly, Candy, I don't know what I'm against anymore. Today has certainly given me cause to think.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
I guess not. Get your stuff, Candymine. Let's get so we can head over to the armory before midnight.
I got my stuff right here.
I guess I'll get my whiz-about card sometime later. Or maybe I'll just donate it to the county morgue. I'm not sure I could ever use it again.
Come here, Ina.
What?
Give me some face action, girl.
They embrace and kiss.
You are a good woman, Anna Joe. A pain in the crack of my life, but you are a good woman and you mean well.
But don't tell her that. She's already impossible to live with.
Oh, Ruby, you know you love us.
Oh, define us.
Candy, let's skedaddle.
Ready, boss?
I will see you at the armory, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, Anna.
Candymine.
Bye. On a false exit.
And I want those Polaroids you took of me.
I think the Polaroids are going in my fine lingerie drawer as an insurance policy.
Insurance policy? Insurance against what?
In case you get horsey again.
Oh, you are a rancid hamburger. That's what you are. Move it, Candy.
Candy winks at others.
I'm ready, Ina. I'm ready.
Ina, Joe, and Candy exit through the back door.
Well, it has been a day, Opal, but I need to try to pull myself together before the dancing starts.
You can bathe here. I'll scrub your back. You can change in my room. I'll even feed you. I'll scrub your back. I'll do anything. Just.
What is it?
She doesn't want to be left alone with you-know-who.
What?
She wants us to keep her company with our favorite friend over there.
Opal, no. I know this is mean and brutal, but I've had my fill of that nonsense. I want to take a bath in my own tub and then head over to the armory.
Oh, please, Marlene. This has been a very emotionally stressful day for me.
Opal, I have hauled a corpse all over this house today. I have played it like it was a dining room table, a poker table, and a massage table. I have smiled and lied for you all afternoon. Now it is time for me to go home and see if there is anything left of my conscience. Ruby, let's get.
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
I just don't want to be here alone
Oh, he's
with.
probably not different dead than he was alive. He's still boring as uncooked spaghetti.
Opal, go take yourself a bath, drink a big glass of wine, and we'll be back in a bit.
She kisses Opal.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Opal. And she kisses Opal. And try not to screw or kill anything till we get back.
Oh, Ruby, don't say that.
Oh, you got your stuff, Ruby.
All in hand.
All right, bye, Opal. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Marlene and Ruby Lee exit. Opal shuts the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, Butter. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry we hauled you around like a bag of potatoes. I'm sorry you're dead. I'm going to miss you. Oh.
From within the house, there's the sound of a door opening and shutting. Opal stands rigid. Ted, do you want to do the male voice?
Let me get back to the script.
Oh, sorry. We're at the bottom
I
of
was
page one.
watching you all.
Bottom of page 138.
I got it. Pooter, I'm home. Your Gimpy's home. Pooter.
Gimpy?
Beat crosses to back door, opens it violently, and screams out.
Marlene, Ruby, wait! I'm coming with you. Wait!
And Opal exits and blackout. Thank you.
Y'all did a great job. Y'all did a really good job.
Thank
That's
you all.
hilarious.
Yeah, very, very good job.
Ah,
We did it. I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, go
We
ahead.
did it here in El Paso a couple of years ago, and it was fun to work on it. It was fun to see what works in the script and what doesn't work, and I think that it was a good learning experience.
Yeah. Did you actually have a body on the table?
Actually, what we did is we made a body. We stuffed clothing, and we stuffed an old pair of pants and a shirt, and we made a head out of we made a muslin bag, and we kind of cobbled it all together and stuffed it, and then put that on this. We bought this thing called, I don't remember what they're called, but they're those canvas things on wheels. They're like canvas wagons. Yeah. So we put the body on that, and it actually worked really well. And the thing is, those things have like a 300-pound weight limit. So by the time you get poor, Ina Joe on top having her, her moment of bliss.
Her moment, yeah.
And you've got a body on there. It was pretty funny. It was actually pretty funny, and it worked pretty well.
I bet, because I was thinking that until I got to the part about his arm falling down. I was like, oh, we have to have an arm.
What the girls did was when they brought him out and they're trying to get him moved toward that door, the arms were fixed so that they could kind of reach under that sheet and pull, and that arm would come out. They were we had them Velcroed to his side, and we could pull it on the sides and they would come out. And one of them, when it says, oh, his leg is bowing up, she kind of grabs his leg strangely and moves it. So, there's a lot of manipulation by the actresses.
Yeah.
But it went pretty well.
Well, at least you don't have to have it's not like Lucky Stiff where you have to have a real actor playing the dead body.
Exactly. We had thought about that, and we thought, it's just, poor guy is going to be on that stupid cart for, an hour.
2 hours.
Well, 2 hours, yeah. So
and I take it the dummy was well endowed?
We devised this thing that when they bring him in, they start talking about it. There's this kind of image that was kind of created under the sheet, and it was pretty
projected.
funny. Yeah, it was kind of projected. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Oh my God!
People laughed, and
Yeah.
it's interesting when you do an original script for an audience. It's not like doing something by someone that's published, and so they don't have a lot of familiarity with the play, and so they feel odd at times laughing, and I'm like, no, laugh, please, laugh all you want, it's fine, So, but y'all did a great job. Y'all are very funny. Yeah,
it's a funny show.
Well,
I always used to say that when we do outdoor Shakespeare, it's like it's okay to laugh.
Exactly.
Even if it's Shakespeare, it's okay to laugh. Where did the name Butter Cousin come from?
Let me think now. There was a man who lived in El Paso who was a builder, and his name was Butter Thomas. And I asked my mother once, I said, why was he called Butter? And she said, because he looked like that's all he ever ate. She said he was so big he kind of just rolled everywhere he went. And so I thought, well, I think the name is very evocative of kind of an image. And so I chose that. I just decided to call him Cousin. And when I wrote the play, I have a friend in Ohio who's done a lot of my work. And I sent him the script, and he loved it, and he wanted to do it. But he said, I think it's confusing. And I said, okay. So I added some of that stuff. I gave the Butter Cousin a name. I gave him Hiram. And we talk about Mr. Cousin, so we don't always talk about Butter. So there's kind of break it apart a little.
Because I think when I first read it, I don't think that part was there, and I kept thinking he was her cousin or somebody's
right. Exactly.
Cousin.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that helps a little.
And then Ludi comes in and talks about Mr. Cousin. So I think that was kind of the way we got around it. So.
Right.
But it's fun. It's it can be a fun show to do. It
was so funny.
We had a lot of women who I have a lot of female friends in El Paso who are actresses, and I have a group of them that said, "Oh yeah, we'll do it," and so they did it, and it was and we didn't have a Ludi who was particularly well built.
Mhm.
And so we played that, so instead of her being kind of hot to trot about him, she's like, have you always looked like that? Like, what happened to you? He was kind of paunchy, which was kind of funny,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
they
always
were
wonder
pretty-
when I see those like Vanya, Sonia, Masha as Spike, and it describes Spike as being so well built. And it's like,
Right.
oh, and he has to act too.
Right. You feel like saying to these people, have you been around community theater at all?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what it looks like? You know what that landscape looks like?
There's one guy who looks like that, and he's booking in 5 other shows.
Exactly. When they did it in Dayton, I guess they found a young man who looked.
Oh, well, there you go.
And he could act. He actually could
Wow.
act as well. And evidently, about 3 weeks before the show opened, he dropped out.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. They were just hysterical because they kind of chose the show because they had him. And I'm not sure what the story was, but I'm sure he's not very popular in some people's eyes.
yeah,
Still a
definitely.
bad list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly
dropping
right.
out of a show is never.
Especially 3 weeks before it opens.
Yeah.
That's not
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
One thing
So-
if you get sick, it's another thing if you drop out.
Exactly. That is exactly
Yeah,
the truth.
yeah. When we did Spitfire Grill, the woman who was playing Hannah actually fell and
Oh no.
ruptured her
Yeah.
spleen
Oh no.
Oh,
3 weeks before we opened.
Oh no.
hmm.
And so I ended up taking the role. So I had to learn it in 3 weeks because I was just like ADing. I wasn't even involved. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, that one you can't blame. She fortunately
No,
was
physical
okay.
illness is
Yeah.
that happens. But anyway, but I want to thank you all for doing this. It was very fun to hear it, and I haven't heard it.
Thank you.
I have not looked at this script in a very long time, so it was very fun.
Ted,
to hear it.
are you published by anybody or?
No, not really. No. Once I went into academia, and now that I'm teaching at the college and I'm running the theater discipline there
Mhm.
at the community college, I don't have any time. I don't have time to write. I don't have time
No.
to,
That's too bad.
it's kind of okay because I'm kind of doing what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to run a program of some sort. And so that's what I'm doing, and I'm having a great time doing it.
Okay.
And so it makes up for it. It makes, and I've had more success than I think a lot of playwrights have had. I've had plays produced. I've had plays produced in many different places, so I feel very fortunate.
Well,
I feel very blessed.
I'm glad that you sent this to me 3 years ago.
Isn't that funny?
It was. I was telling some of them earlier before you got on that you sent this to me. I think it was as a potential for EMACT for our festival here, which is a 60-minute limit.
Right.
And then I read it and I was like, oh, it's too long, and I couldn't see how to cut it, and I didn't want to make you cut it because that's just cruel and unusual punishment.
And hard. It's very hard.
And hard, yeah. And then the festival didn't happen anyway, so it was a moot point. But yeah, I was looking for scripts for this, and it was like, oh, this is a lot of women talking. This could work. This could work on Zoom.
That's funny. It is very true. It's very true.
We just imagined the body, which is funny.
When we did it here, I remember some of the women were having trouble getting into the comedy because they had done
Yeah.
stuff that's more modern.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, I want you to keep in mind, you're doing a play by a kid that was raised watching I Love Lucy.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
all of a sudden you saw all these lights go on in their eyes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I get it. And then
Yeah.
I
It reminds me a little bit of some of the stuff that Smith, Wooten, Jones do.
Mhm.
The Dixie Swim Club, and the
Mhm.
Savannah
Yes.
Sipping Society, and that
yes.
they're collections of women, Southern women who, have changing friendships and relationships, but they're very funny.
Right. And they've known each other for 100 years. So
In some cases, yes. Savannah
No.
Sipping Society, no, but they act like they've known each
Right.
other for 100 years.
exactly.
But yeah, we've done both of those, and they've both been very successful.
Have
So,
they?
Yeah.
Well, if you ever want to do this, let me know.
Well, I may toss it in for next year.
I mean, you could do it. I do not charge royalties. So if you'd like to do it, you could do it as a fundraiser, and I would not charge royalties.
Well,
for
okay, we'll keep that in mind because
Yeah.
Lord knows.
it. Royalties are expensive.
Well, yeah, and we had to shut down.
I know, like everybody
Yep,
else.
like everybody else, we canceled. Well, we postponed our May production to September, and we're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that we can.
Yeah.
go
We were
forward with
supposed to
it.
open Fun Home next month.
Oh.
We'd already paid royalties. We've already paid all the royalties.
Oh.
And so we are hoping that we can do it at the end of August. And
Yeah.
we're going to do a show kind of like this. We're going to do a virtual show,
Mhm.
probably the latter part of June, beginning of July. And doing How I Learned to Drive probably in November. And, like everybody else, we're crossing our fingers and saying,
Yeah.
please let this happen. We have
Yeah.
no idea what we're facing over the course of the next year, actually.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Well, Commonwealth of Massachusetts just, kind of opened phase one and it's very little. Theaters will be phase 3 or phase 4, depending on their size. So,
Exactly. We're talking about removing seats.
Yeah.
What I think that the college will let us do is if we remove every other seat, literally take the seat out.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm
and
just going to
then-
tape them off.
No, because I know what will happen. These college kids are going to come in, they're going to want to sit with their girlfriends. And we're going to have to devise patterns of travel in the theater.
Yep.
We'll have to have ushers in the theater who can direct audience members.
Yep.
It's going to be kind of like being in, I don't know, some otherworldly experience. Yeah.
Well, our lobby is so small that, the thing we were talking about this at our board meeting last week, and, the lobby is so small. Like, what do you do with the restroom lines?
Right.
There's not enough room for
yeah,
people to
true.
stand 6 feet apart and
Exactly.
wait for the restroom. And, what do we do about concessions? Do we move them outside, or do we just not do them? I mean, you name it.
No, that's right. Our lobby at the college, the actual theater lobby is very small. It's not very deep. It wraps around the entire kind of one end of the theater.
Yeah.
But it's no more than, I would say, 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
But there is but the leading up to that kind of strange configuration is this entire, what do they call it? The atrium, I think. And it's a huge area, so we can separate people.
So you can separate, yeah.
And then just bring them in slowly into the lobby.
Yeah, we might have to have people standing outside, and if it rains, we're hosed.
Oh, I know. I know.
I have some those big festival tents.
Yeah.
So if there's ever a show and it's raining, I can bring some of those and we can put them over the, so at least
people wouldn't get
over the
wet.
parking lot. Yeah.
over that very front part.
What we call the apron, where the handicap parking is. Yeah. It's all. We don't know.
No. It's very strange times.
So Emily just asked me, what about porta-johns?
Just a
We
thought.
actually looked into that last year because
You can get really nice ones.
we're not connected to sewage.
Really?
No, we have a dry well.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't know this until it finally collapsed and backed up. And when we finally got, they dug in and they sent the camera down and everything, and they said, yeah, you're not connected to the town sewage. So they cleared out the dry well, and it works fine now. But I did look into possibly renting porta-johns because I didn't know if we were going to get that fixed before the spring show. And then I called the town and I said, and by the way, you know how you've been charging us for sewerage for the last 30 years? Yeah, no.
Yes. The game is up. The jig is up.
Oh.
So they gave us, I think, 2 years worth back, which was all they could do. And now they don't charge us for sewage, which is fine. But yeah, that was fun. Remember that,
Oh
Linda?
my gosh.
Linda's on the board also, so she knows.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we don't want a lot of people in the bathrooms, actually.
The dilemma for us is that our theater was originally built as a lecture hall.
Right.
And then it was modified. So there's no fly space of any kind. In fact, we did My Sister in This House as our fall show, and you're supposed to have that second floor, that stairwell, and that second floor bedroom. So what we have this wonderful set designer whose name is Don Pagano, and he built up like about 5 feet, and he put the platform like 5 feet up, and it worked really well. But those poor girls, I mean, every time they looked up, they were like practically getting clonked by lighting instruments.
We have the same
So
problem.
that's our dilemma. You
Yeah,
know,
we
she's
have no
not-
fly space, and we have about 12 feet.
Yeah,
Height. So we've done 2 stories, but it's tight.
yeah, it is.
And we actually have structural steel that crosses.
Oh, wow.
So if you are not real careful, you can conk your head.
Gosh, yeah, it sounds like us. Yeah.
So
I
yes,
know they're
That's
contemplating
design.
building a theater, but
well,
who
that would be
knows?
nice. Yeah,
I
exactly.
doubt that it's going to happen anytime soon. Let's put it that
Probably
way.
not this year. No.
Yeah, probably not. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you so much for doing this.
Well,
I
thank
really,
you.
really appreciate it. It
Thank
was
you.
wonderful to hear, and it was good to watch all of you and hear your wonderful readings.
Thank you for sharing your script
you.
with us.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry that we didn't see you.
Oh, I know. I don't have a camera, so
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
I'll get one eventually.
and then thank you all for joining us. And when
Thank
the
you.
recording gets done, I'll post it and I'll send everybody the link, and then we'll see you next week, maybe. I don't
Have
know
a
what
good
I'm going
one.
to do next week. We'll figure it out. Bye.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.